Hello everybody and welcome back to Shay's Hobby Dog Bay. This is still Wednesday. I'm still doing video after video after video trying to get caught up. But this is another pictures story video. So I got some more pictures to share with y'all and show you. It's 7:20 p.m. This may have to be the last one I do because my hubby may come home in a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. So I have got a bunch of loose pictures here. I say a bunch. They're Polaroid pictures. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pictures. And half of them, 5, is of one thing at one time, and the other half is another thing at another time, another place. Okay, so the first one here, this is our trailer that we lived in before he had built our house on Bowie in Mississippi, Collins, Mississippi. And he built our house right there on the same spot beside our trailer, but this is the trailer we lived in. So this is before Benny came to live with us. Well, he came to live with us while we lived in that trailer, and he had his travel trailer, so he lived in his travel trailer. Once we got our house built, moved into our house, he moved into our big trailer, this trailer. Benny did, and lived in it. Till we moved, they sold the trailer, and we moved to Tennessee. Alright, so this is one of our dogs, and throughout our life we've had so many dogs, and just from seeing the picture I'm not going to remember what dog this is or what her name was, but she must have had puppies. She's laying here by puppies in our living room floor. It's a dark picture. She was a black dog. And it looks like she's got... Oh, that's just white under her chest. Yeah, I thought it was something she had in her mouth there for a minute. I don't know if you can tell her face. There you go. Maybe you can tell more about it right there. But that white is her chest, the mama doggy, and that's the puppies. And I don't remember what we did with all the puppies, if we kept some, gave some away, if we named them, or what this may be, what were their names? I know Mama helped me name, we had, and I think that was in Vicksburg though. We had 2 dogs, one was a girl, one was a boy, and they were black and then white and spotted, and Mama helped me think of names for them, and it ended up being Sunny and Cher. But this is on Bowie, so I don't think that's Cher. But then we had this, and the dogs kind of looked similar, kind of like they were the same type of dog. So this set, I cannot remember her name though, but anyway, that's the mama dog and her puppies. Okay, now here is one of the puppies, just the puppies, close up, still on our living room floor. Alright, then here is one with Elizabeth laying there, holding one of the puppies up and playing with the puppies. It's dark, so I'm trying to angle it where you can see better. Okay, then here is one with Katie. She's like sitting there and hunched over looking up at the camera, and the puppies are laying there. I see Gracie's face in that face. Okay, then here is another one of Katie. She's sitting there petting the mama dog. I wish I could think of the mama dog's name. She's standing up. You can see how she's a pretty tall dog. Well, not standing up, she's sitting up, but you can see how she's I wished that would show better. And the babies are right there. Okay, so that's all of the dogs now. Okay. There is a story behind these first couple of pictures. Okay, y'all just got to know my husband. Okay. My husband has a cousin. And actually, she's my cousin too, and I know I've told that before too. This cousin's name is Sissy. My husband and her used to be real close. I used to be close with her. We're not close anymore. And it's sad. But anyway, so, and she's both of our cousin, but not through our marriage. But she's really both of our cousin, but me and Albert are not kin. Because what it is, she is my second cousin, because her daddy is my first cousin, because his mama's my Aunt Irene, my mama's sister. Got that? Okay, hope so. But she is my husband's first cousin, because her mama is his aunt, his mama's sister. Got that? Okay. Hope so. Alright, actually that's how me and Albert met, was through all of them. It's their fault we got together. Alright, so anyway, years ago, okay, when Sissy was a teenager and my husband was either a late teenager or maybe in his early 20s. He was in his early 20s when we got married, met and got married. He was 24 when we got married. But he could have been younger than that when it happened. And he had told me about it, okay? So, Sissy loves green olives. And so, I'm not going to be able to remember. Albert tells the story better. I'm not going to be able to remember the whole story about it. But one year on her birthday, he got her a jar of olives, okay? But he tricked her. He did it as like a prank gift. So he had gotten this box, and he had, if I can remember right, and he wrapped up, he had put the olives in it, the jar of olives. I'm not going to remember now exactly what or how the story goes. It was either so many boxes she had to open up before she actually got to the gift. You know, a box inside of a box inside of a box inside of a box. Maybe something like that. Or it might have been just exactly like he did this one. It might have been a box that had like a drink box that had several holes. And she had to open and pull out each one, but all of them were empty until she found the one the jar of olives was in, or something like that. See, he can tell it better. I can't remember exactly what it was. So that was years ago what he done. So years later, they're married, both of them, and have kids, okay? And this is when we lived on Bowie in Mississippi, Collins, Mississippi. They lived in the close town by Seminary, Mississippi. But we all went to church and school together. She was the teacher at the Christian school at the church where our kids all went and everything like that. So it was her birthday again. And they were giving her a birthday party at her house. And I mean, the whole family was there. So he bought her a gift. And like I said, you gotta know my husband. Some people is gonna think, oh my word, shame, that's embarrassing. He shouldn't be doing that. I'm a Christian and stuff like that. Anyway, it's all in fun. And him and her was close. So for her birthday, this year where we all went there, all these pictures is her birthday party at her house. He had gotten her a slinky nightie. But what he done, he also got her a jar of olives. I think the deal was, she would always ask him to get her some olives, and he never would, because he didn't like olives, still don't like olives. So, something other about when she turned a certain age, back when she was a teenager, that he would get her some olives or something. See, I can't remember the story, but some of it is starting to come back to me, bits and pieces. And so he had always told her, I'm not going to get you any olives until you're such and such age or whatever. And so that's when he had given her the olives that first time. So this time, this was just kind of like to remind her of that or whatever. I think the age of this birthday, I'm thinking it was 35, had something to do with it, or it may have been 30. I can't remember. But anyway, maybe he had told her back then that he wasn't going to give her any olives until she turned 30 years old, you know, picking around with her. But maybe ended up giving her the first jar earlier. And she actually appeared he cried over it, he said, that first time when she pulled them out. Because he had always said he had never got her olives. He had always said he wasn't going to get her any till she was that old age. And then when she finally found the olives and pulled them out, she appeared he broke down and cried because he'd gotten her some olives before that age or something. Seemed like it was something like that. So now that she was turning the age that he had said he wasn't going to get her olives for until then, he gets her another jar of olives. But he gets her the nightie, okay? He gets a bunch of string, and he ties the string to different places on the nightie where it's hanging down. Then he ties the other part of the string all together at the top and ties it around the jar of olives, okay? And then he has the olives in the box, and if I ain't mistaken, it looks like it may be another box with holes in it that seemed like she had to find it or something. I can't remember. But anyway, so he gives her the gift before he lets her open it. I don't remember what all he said, but he's, you know, he gives her a reminder, not maybe the total thing or whatever, but he tells her a story, takes her down memory lane. Like I said, I can't remember it all or whatever, but this is a picture of that. Okay, so this is my husband Albert, and that's our cousin Sissy. And there's the gift sitting right here behind her. She's getting ready to open it. And he's got something in his hand. I don't know why. Undoubtedly he didn't have like stuff wrote down that he wanted to say to her. I don't know. But anyway, that's in her house. Okay, so the next picture. She had opened the gift. But what is so funny about it is when she first opened the gift, is that, because the olives was first, right? So she sees the olives, she notices them, she's holding the string up, she's laughing, she's talking about the olives. See, I don't think in his little thing, I don't think he told her and reminded her the whole thing. So it was after the olives, so she's laughing and she's telling everybody the story about the olives, and ain't even noticed the nightie hanging there under the jar of olives. That part was hilarious, and everybody was just looking, and everybody started grinning. They were listening to her. She was laughing and telling that olive story, and everybody was seeing that nightie hanging there. It was so funny. Finally, when everybody got her attention, she looked down and noticed the nightie. Boy, she jerks it up and hides it. It was so funny. Everybody laughed. But there's a picture of her. So she's holding the string, okay, way up here. And you see how it's coming down several strings. Alright, you see the jar of olives right there. And then you see how, which the nightie didn't get all the way in it, but you see how the nightie's hanging there. That was before she realized there was a nightie hanging on it. Oh my word, that's so funny. And you can't even, to me, you can't see the olives real good either. But anyway, it was funny. Funny, 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 funny. So this is just a few other little pictures that night. This was before she opened the gift. This is her, and this is her baby sister, Amanda. And, that was actually before the party got started, I think, or something. Maybe she was opening other gifts, or maybe she was just placing them somewhere, or was setting a table or something. I don't know. Okay, now this one, they wanted to do like a group picture of all the kids. So, that's what these next two are. Alright, so, it's a lot of them. So this here is my Elizabeth. And then my Katie is right here. Now this is Kayla, which is Sissy's oldest child, a girl. And then she had 2 boys. Actually, Sissy is standing here. Is that Dre or Chaston? I can't tell. From here it actually looks like Dre. Okay, yeah, I see Chazzy. Okay, so here is Sissy, standing right here barely. She's holding Dre, her second child. Her baby child is right here, Chazzy. Okay, then all the other kids is like, so her sister Tina, she's next in line, had this boy, which is Drew, this boy, which is Forrest, and that boy right there, which is Austin. Then the next kid, Sissy's siblings, is Melissa. Maybe this is just all the kids that were there. I don't think Melissa's kids are in here. 'Cause I'm seeing, I'm trying to think, who is that? I'm seeing a couple of other girls that I think was church friends that was here at the party. That's what these couple of girls are. I can't remember their names. That little boy looks familiar, but I can't remember his name. And then that little girl, I don't even know. But maybe it was just all the kids that was there at the party. And I was just trying to point them out to you. So here's another picture. Same group, but in a different stance and form. And you can see my daughter Elizabeth, for some reason, got her thumb on her forehead or something. And Kayla's looking more this way. You know, they're standing different. You can see how it's different. Okay. Alright, and that was all of those pictures. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. And I enjoyed showing them and telling the stories, the funny little stories. Okay, but that's all I have for you for now. So I'm out of here until next time. I'm going to toodaloo.